Hey y'all, welcome to the Nerd Cave. This is Ashton as always. It's good to be back. It has been a while since I've done videos. I always use the life excuse. I've got too many hobbies and there's just too much going on and I just don't make the time. So I apologize. But we're coming up on the 1 year anniversary of the channel. So I want to really try to focus again on making some videos and showing you things that I like, and hopefully I will have some more guests on to just hang out with someone, have someone to, bounce off of and just talk about fun things, comics, action figures, movies, video games, music, whatever. But today we are going to look at some action figures. I've already opened them. I'm going to put some pictures of the boxes right here. We're going to be looking at the last Ronin Ninja Turtles figures. I've got Leo, Donnie, and Raph, and I don't have Mikey because I didn't get him when I saw him and I haven't seen him since. So I'm officially on the lookout for a Mikey figure. But anyway, you have seen the boxes cycle through and nobody wants to see that anyway. They want the figures. So we're going to look at all three of them right now at the same time. I should probably do each one separately just to have more content, but they look really good together and that's how we're going to look at them. So without further ado, let's check them out. Man, how great would they look if I had Michelangelo? They are a fantastic set. If y'all have never read Last Ronin, you really have to. It's one of my favorite Ninja Turtle stories of all time. I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to say anything if you don't know, even though it's been out for a while now, and I think the limit on spoilers, I don't know what that is, but I could probably talk about it, but I'm not, because I know there are some of you who haven't read it. But check it out. I talked a friend of mine into it the other day and he found it on Amazon for really cheap, so highly recommend doing that. Anyway, here are Leo, Donnie, and Raph. Like I said, they just are fantastic figures. The designs are great, which it comes straight from the comic, and the sculpting is killer. Articulation is good. They're NECA figures, so they're not going to be super highly posable like a Revoltech or something like that, but that's okay. They look great. You can get them in a really cool pose and they look fantastic. I've got all of their accessories in a bag right here. Let me move them out of the way if I can without breaking everything. Taking Donnie's hat off. But they all came pretty much with the same thing. Various hands, a different head. You can see there's a Donnie head, there's Raph and Leo's. They came with like a scowling head and a non-scowling head. Well, I don't know. Raph's mouth is open on the figure, that is the one that I got on it, and then there's this one. Leo's just kind of, Leo. If it'll focus, let's get this up here where y'all can see it. But you can see they all come with different hands. There's an arrow that came with Raph, I'm pretty sure. This flag came with Donnie. It's a sashimono. I know I pronounced that wrong because Japanese is hard to pronounce. They don't have an emphasis on a syllable, and it's just weird to this American. But I don't have that on him. I might, now that I've rearranged them, I might try to put this on him, on his back. But yeah, that's the accessories. So let's just take a look at each one. Here is Leo. You can see he's got both of his swords. He's got this little cape thing. It's got a hole in it that goes to this little slot here for his sword, and there's one for the other one as well. I thought that was a really, really cool design choice. Yeah, I don't really have a lot to say. I mean, you can just see how awesome he is. He's got double jointed elbows. He's got these weird NECA knees, which a lot of the NECA figures have, which is fine. Like I said, I mean, you don't buy NECA expecting crazy Revoltech poses. You can just get him in a nice, really cool, almost action position, and he looks awesome. So there's the close-up of Leo. Let's give him a little spin for you. He's got cool little gauntlet things on. Got wraps on his feet. He's got pouches like he was designed by Rob Liefeld or something. He does have a lot of pouches. Wow. Maybe that's why I like it so much. It's got the 90s comic fan in me all excited. So there's Leo. Next we'll go with Raph because he's the closest one. You can see he's got some armor on, some knee pads. His feet are also wrapped. He doesn't wear pants. I don't know if he's just, I don't know, a little more bold. We'll go without pants, but Donnie and Leo are wearing pants. He's got another hand where you could hold his thigh like that normally, but I think that's really cool looking. Ready to stab somebody. And read the comic and you'll see him do that. Well, nah, just read it. It's awesome. Get a little close up. Again, he's got double jointed elbows. He's got the, he actually kind of has double jointed knees, but, and down goes Leo. Kind of double jointed knees, but again, it's those weird NECA knees, so it's not totally functional as far as getting a crazy pose, but I love it, and he's awesome. And here is Donnie wearing a gi, I guess. Got the foot wraps. If that looks familiar to you, then you are awesome, because that means you read Usagi Yojimbo. If that doesn't look familiar to you, read Usagi Yojimbo. It's one of the best comics out there since 1984. Came out the same year as the Turtles. Stan Sakai has done the entire run since then. It's incredible. Check it out. I actually have a new Usagi figure to review. Anyway, Donnie with the gi. He's got purple sash here, which is really cool. Kind of brightens up his costume. His costume's kind of the most bland, I guess, because it's just that gray color, which is why they added this, I assume. Looks really great. So yeah, and he comes with this hat thing. I don't know what it's called. I didn't research it. I probably should have. I used to know a lot about samurai and samurai culture and Bushido and all of that, but that was a very long time ago when I actually read books. So there's Donnie, and for any eagle-eye, keen-eyed viewers, you will notice that right there used to be my X-Men 97 display, but you see a Last Ronin figure. That's because I've got a very large Sentinel on pre-order and really wanted it with my X-Men, so I swapped around these two displays. I actually swapped around 3, but we'll look at that later. So I'm gonna get these figures posed again and have them where I had them back there by the Last Ronin. And I do have a couple more figures in this line to add, and we will look at those hopefully later this week. If not, then next week. So y'all stick around for that. But for now, let's get them posed and set up. Here they are on the shelf. This is how I had them displayed before I took them down to do this video. They are standing on just like a little drawer organizer thing that I got from Dollar General. It was like $4 or $3 or something. I think these make great stands for action figures. I've got a couple more. I've got one on my Marvel shelf, one on my Wolverine shelf. They're great and inexpensive, and yeah, they really add some dynamics to a shelf, I think. But yeah, there they are. They look great. They are just missing Michelangelo, and I've got room for him on there if I shuffle them around, so I've got to find a Mikey. Again, please check out The Last Ronin if you haven't read it. I swear I'm not getting paid by IDW to shield this. I just think it is a fantastic story. And like I said, I've got a couple more figures. You can see I've got a spot for them. We're gonna look at those at a later date. And yeah, I'm on the lookout for Mikey. There's a Casey Jones that I want, a Foot Soldier, several more figures that I would love to have. So yeah, I appreciate y'all joining me looking at these figures. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you will, please like my page, like the video, subscribe to my page, share with your friends, leave a comment if you like these figures, if you like the story, if you hate the story, if you hate my videos, if I need to do something different, whatever. I want feedback. I want this to be fun and collaborative with everyone, and I want it to be the best that it can be. So Thanks for joining me. I hope you'll have a fantastic day, and we will see you next time.